You are now listening to About That Business, hosted by Rom Wills. Rom Wills is an entrepreneur and personal coach who has helped people reach their fullest potential personally and professionally. Take it away, Rom.
Welcome to Rom Wills, About That Business. Always do research. Now, this is something, I think this is like one of those subjects you're going to hear from me about like maybe once every 2 months or something on. Because it's just that important. Like if you a person who, say you're looking at a business. Say you want some business, and this is a problem a lot of people don't do. They don't do any research. They do not do any research. And that research goes from everything to the ins and outs of the business, to the latest things going on in the business, to the demographics who would support that business. Like, for example, there was somebody who had, in my neighborhood, they had formed, they had like one of those smoothie type of places. And it didn't last long. It only lasted a few months. And I got another story about that too. I'm willing to bet they didn't really do any good research. Because when you do research, you got to look at the demographics of the area. If you got the type of people who would buy that product, traffic if you had a particular mall or something. Like, let me give you another example. This was something, and I had to mention this because I like Cajun food. I like Cajun Creole food, tapping into my father's side of my heritage. And there was a Cajun place that had opened near a local mall. It was on the same property, but it wasn't in the mall proper. And it was, kind of in a spot. They lasted about a few months. Pissed my brother off. Went down there. I was looking forward to it. Did some work, did some videos. I'm like, I'm going to go down here for lunch. And that joint was closed. Now, I'm willing to bet if it closed like that, they didn't do good research. Because sometimes people, they needed to say, first of all, it was a bad place to put it. Because that was the type of place that needed foot traffic. Cajun is weird. It's only popular in certain places. So, you got to say, all right, is this an area that would support this? And, a whole bunch of stuff. Now, for those major businesses, they got resources out there with somebody, they can tell you the demographics down to everything. Because when you go in stores, when you get those little cards, those discount cards in grocery stores, that information is going someplace. And they looking at it, and it's big data and everything, which and speaking of research, I need to research that. Because they looking at all those data points and everything. In fact, I need to, because I was looking at some sites where they were talking about demographics. I mean, they can get down to the household, which y'all buying, everything. And it costs money to get those reports, but it's worth it because then you know exactly what's in your neighborhood, everything like that. That's part of research. Now, if you just starting out, say you want to start a kiosk somewhere, maybe selling T-shirts. Yeah, I'm going to get back to that T-shirt thing. T-shirts in the mall. Now, you can't afford, for whatever reason, you can't afford one of those major demographic reports because they do run in the thousands. They do run in the thousands. People will pay good money for it. And no, those are the cheap ones. The serious ones probably run in the millions. And you probably ain't going to find those online anyway. So, but, say you want to open up a T-shirt thing. Well, first, just on some guerrilla marketing thing, you need to first check out a mall you might want to sell them in. And then you need to pay attention to whoever's coming in and out of that mall. And you need to walk at different times. You need to pay attention what kind of shirts they wear. Would they wear this type of shirt which I'm selling? You need to pay attention. Try to ascertain. This is more difficult. the financial level of the people. Now, even though I said a lot of these reports cost a lot, sometimes if you look up like census figures, and they got some stuff with census blocks, and they got the Nielsen's and all of that, that will tell you what's going on in a particular area. But the eyeball test is very good for that. Like, look at everything. Check out the traffic. Check out who's going through there. Check out what else is in the area. Is there a popular restaurant? Is there a popular grocery store? Is there a popular department store? Because the main thing you're looking for is traffic. You're looking for traffic. You're looking for people who are going to will likely buy your product. And even that, you gotta break that down even to race. Like, if you somebody white trying to sell something in a black neighborhood, and there's something like the people in that black neighborhood ain't down for a boom. Like, for example, I had mentioned I had sold books before. And when I first got into the county I was in, I walked the mall. I walked a particular mall. One, I noticed they already had a bookstore. So I was like, okay, boom. But then I paid attention to the people, and I said, I don't think books would sell well here, even if it's just my own books. And plus, if there's a bookstore already there, they can get funky too. And that's another thing you're looking for. You're researching. You're like, is anybody else selling anything similar? Because a lot of times, depending on the mall, they usually don't duplicate. A greedy mall will. If they got enough empty storefronts and kiosks, they'll still let you up there. Or if it's something about what you're selling, like, not if it's like just that unique. So you got to look at all that stuff. So always be in research mode too. If you're going to do business, looking before you spending a lot of money to leap without looking. Always look first. Find out. Make the moves you make in business should be educated. They should be educated. The fly by the seat of your pants thing don't really work out. Trust me. So anyway, that's all I got for today. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace and many blessings.